Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about stocks, in specific Publix stock. Now, the reason I kind of wanted to do this video is because I recently been seeing so many people get themselves into the stock market, including me, people around me, my friend group. Everyone just has been seeing this as like a good opportunity to make money, because essentially it is a good opportunity to make money. I mean, if you buy some stock that is $20 and it goes up to $40, you just doubled what you invested. So it's kind of like easy money that you can make essentially in your sleep, if it does good. Some people lose money, but I mean, we're gonna talk about the positive. I'll probably end up doing more stock related videos simply because I am starting to learn about that field and getting myself into it. But like I said, we are just going to talk in specifics today about the Publix stock. So with that being said, if you guys could please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing you want to know when purchasing Publix stock is if you're not an employee, you can't essentially purchase. So I know a lot of people are like, how do I get my hands on Publix stock? I will drop another video where if you're not an actual employee, how you could kind of get like stock if you were not working there. But in today's video, this is going to be for the employees, simply because honestly, if you're not an employee, you can't physically buy or purchase stock. Okay, you might try to find ways around it. They're not always the correct ways, and like I said, I'll address that in another video. Publix stock is open to its employees, so the only truthful way you could get some stock is to work in the company. Now, you can purchase stock whether you work once a week or if you're working full-time 5-6 days a week. Okay, Publix stock is open to its employees after you've been working in the company for about a year. I believe it used to be 2 years, but I believe it changed to 1 year. Now, Publix sets you up to be successful, which is why I love this company. If you don't buy stock because you can't afford stock, or because you don't have a little bit of extra money to buy the stock, or you just don't believe in stock, Publix believes so much that its stock will continue to grow that it provides you with stock after you worked in the company for some time. So for example, I've been working at Publix for 3 years. I recently started purchasing stock because I didn't know about all these stock options and all these like cool benefits that you get from Publix. I really didn't, okay? And I know I sit here and share with you guys, but it's because for the first like 2 or 2.5 years that I worked at Publix, I had no idea that we get so much by working in this company. So I want to share it because I'm sure there's got to be people like me who, don't know what they're entitled to. And they actually gifted me, or they gift their employees stock after you've worked for them for a certain amount of time. Now, stock can be very tricky. I'm sure it's like this in many different companies, including Publix. I mean, stock can be very tricky. Stock isn't something where like, oh, I put $20 today, tomorrow it turned into 40, I'm gonna pull out and that's it. The stock that Publix gifts you, you cannot take out, I believe, until you retire, or at least it's for a certain amount of time. So if Publix gifts me today one stock and tomorrow stock, went double, I can't take it out tomorrow, because that's the stock that Publix gifted me. I believe for the stock that Publix gifts you, you can only take it out like if you're gonna buy a house, or if you're getting like married or divorced, something like that. Like it has to be for like extreme cases. It can't just be like, I'm just gonna take it out whenever. Now, when you purchase your own stock, if tomorrow I wanna take it out, I believe I can. I think there is a waiting period where you have to wait like a year and then you can pull out your money whenever, but I might be wrong about that, okay? So I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, regardless, honestly, like, I'm gonna tell you guys what you're entitled to and how things work, and then I'm gonna give you guys kind of like my opinion, because truthfully, when you put in some money, unless your stock goes like a crazy amount in the air, leave it in there for a while. So I mean, I wouldn't recommend you investing some money into Publix stock today and then taking it out tomorrow. I would highly recommend that you let it sit there for at least a year. I do know that if it is your stock that you purchased with your money, then you can go ahead and take it out a lot sooner, quicker, a lot easier probably than if you are trying to take out the stock that Publix gifted you. Because the one Publix gifted you is kind of like, I guess that reinsurance money. You know what I'm saying? Like the reassurance that if something went wrong in your life, if all of a sudden you have to move or buy a house or buy a car and you don't have money for it, Publix is like, I got you. I prepared you for the days that you weren't going to be prepared yourself. And here's some extra money, because obviously you're making money off these stocks because Publix stock is usually always growing. So you can't really, that's like your emergency money. I would highly suggest you don't touch it. And they don't even honestly like let you touch it unless it's like an extreme case scenario where you would need it. So that's one great thing about honestly working at Publix, because I thought that I was going to be the only person who could get myself stock. I didn't think that Publix was going to give me stock. So when I logged on, when I was going to purchase some, I see that I already had a couple shares that Publix had given me. And I was like, wow. And I was like, can I take out these shares? Or like, I just asked out of curiosity, because truthfully, I didn't want to take them out. And they were like, you can't take them out. You have to like, you know, wait a certain amount of years, or it has to be an extreme measure or something like that. And I was like, okay. And then that's when I decided to buy my own stock. And that's kind of like what I've been doing recently. So that's why I wanted to share with y'all. So when you buy your own stock, like I said, it's easier to take out. It's just easier to work with. Now, Publix stock before the pandemic used to be in its 40s, okay? $40 a share, okay? And now it is in its 60s. I wish I would have bought in stock when it was in its 40s. I always saw, because if you log onto the Publix website, you see the stock price on the far, I believe, right corner of the screen. You see the stock price or the stock cost. And I always was like, what is that number? Call me dumb, call me whatever you want to call me. I've just never been like a person who is good with computers. I didn't know how to work a computer until I started YouTube. But YouTube has encouraged me to find out some of these details. Why? Because I want to share these things with you, because I know there's people on my same boat like, what is that number? So that number was the stock price. And right now, okay, as we speak, stock is $61.30. Okay, a month ago, stock was $60.10. So it went up. Okay, I actually have my computer right next to me, and I want to make sure that everything I'm saying is very factual. So let me just search up the exact numbers. All right, so I have the stock plan right in front of me. This is the Publix stock price per share. I have the chart and everything. I don't know if you guys can really like see it. And oh, I should probably do a thumbnail with this. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but on the screen, it breaks down all the numbers and all the years where the stock has gone up. So the stock, honestly, at its lowest price in 2017 was $36.05. We're currently at $61.30 per share. Now, a month ago, when I currently started buying stock, it was at $60.20. So I think a few seconds ago, I said $60.10. It was at $60.20 per share. I went ahead and purchased stock for the first time ever when it was at $60.20. Stock right now is currently at $61.30. Now, when I first started getting curious about stocks, it was at like 45 something. I didn't really ask because I was just like, you know what, I don't want to be that person. And I just kept it moving. When it was at $60 and some change, I was like, why is this number going up? That's when I found out my information. That's when I started purchasing. I know some of my coworkers who had purchased who had purchased stock when it was at 45 something. So obviously they made a little bit of money. Stocks is something that if you just buy one or two, you know, you're only making, let's say $15, $30. So the girls who purchased stock when it was at $45 and they only purchased like one or two shares, they only made like $15, $30. So essentially you want to invest a good amount of money in there if you think it's going to go up, or if you believe in the company or whatever, because $15 times, let's say 1,000 is a lot more money than $15 times 2. I know not everyone has money, and it's better to invest what you can rather than to invest, you know, a whole bunch of money and then be left with nothing. But like I said, when it was at 45 something, this was like at the beginning of the pandemic, it was definitely a good opportunity to have bought in stocks. I bought it at $60.20 and now we're at $61.30, so I made a few dollars. I plan on purchasing more stock. Obviously, $61.30 a share is still, you know, it's money. So, you know, I gotta accumulate my money and stuff. When I first purchased stock, I did not know how to mail it. I mean, I'm a person like, honestly, guys, I work, I go to school and come home. That's all I do. I don't really go out. I don't really do much. So I never really been to like a post office or nothing. So when I had to purchase stock, it was like the day prior to the period ending, because what happens is Publix opens up specific periods for you to buy stock. All this information is on the Publix website. So like if you don't catch something or you want to know more in detail about something, go ahead and comment under this video because I would be more than happy to explain it to you. But if also you just want to see it physically because maybe, you know, you don't trust my words or you just want to see it for yourself, which I understand totally happens, everything's on the Publix website. I have it right here in front of me too, so I mean, I'm not like just like inventing stuff up. And also these are stuff that my managers have told me because I had to sit with them and like talk to them about the stock stuff because I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea, like I said, how to, you know, send mail or go in the post office or whatever. So I did it the day before, I did it the day before the closing period ended. So I had to go to the post office and like ship it, you know, priority or like fast mail or whatever you call it. And it was like $20-something to just ship it. And I was like, whatever. So I did it, and honestly, I probably made like $10 or like $9, I think, off of, you know, the share going up. But essentially, that's not even half of what I paid to mail it. But it's okay because the whole purpose is to start getting yourselves like involved in the stock purchasing idea and get yourself, you know, get your feet wet into what it is. So I mean, I don't regret my decision, but like I said, I haven't made any money. I mean, most people probably would have made, yeah, like they would have made like $5-6. I guess I made like $7, but that's like 1/4 of what I spent to mail it because I had waited till last minute because I had no idea what I was doing. But this time around, your girl's gonna do it ahead of time so that she doesn't have to be, you know, I don't have to be on that stress like, oh my God, I gotta mail it, I gotta mail it, I gotta mail it. So like I said, it is currently $61.30. Now, opening periods, everything's up on the website. I'm pretty sure every Publix in every state or every city has the same like opening period and closing period. So our opening periods, like for example, right now we're in May. Today's May 27th. We have right now availability to buy stock. But I believe next month it's gonna close. And then it'll be like, we won't be able to buy stock for like 2 months and then it'll open up again. So I believe it opens like 3-4 times a year. So see what month your stocks open up and go ahead and purchase, okay? I don't know if I should like include the months. Should I include the months? I was a little bit iffy about showing my screen here like to you guys because I don't want to like show you guys anything that I'm not allowed to show you guys, like in regards to like Publix not wanting me to show certain things. But this is all information that you can honestly get if you search it up online. So if you have like no idea what I'm talking about, or you're like, dang Patricia, I wish you would have shown the screen, I really want to, but I'm not sure if I'm really like allowed to, and I don't want to be putting like anybody in an uncomfortable position. So I'm just reading off literally what the screen says to you guys. But if you want to see it like for your own selves, since I'm not sure if I can really like insert it, just go ahead and search it up. Everything literally, like even if you don't work at Publix, everything's online. So they don't occult that information from anybody. Let's see here. Actually, okay, so I'm kind of having a hard time pulling up the specific months where it opens, but trust me guys, if you search it up, you'll find it. I just don't want to make this video super long and I can't seem to like find it like right now. If I'm able to find it before I upload this video, I'll go ahead and insert it right here. But if I'm not, just know that you can search it up. Also, the computer's at work. You guys can search it up through there, or you can also ask your managers, or you can just ask me honestly, and I'll probably have the answer by the time you guys comment. So if you're seeing this video right now and you're like, dang, like, when is the opening periods? Go ahead and comment and I'll figure it out tomorrow and then comment it down below for you guys also. So don't worry, I got y'all. Like, even though I might not have it in this moment, I still got y'all. Now, I know you guys are probably like, okay, so the opening period is right now. How do I purchase stock? So you want to go into publix.org, okay? Stop going into publix.com because it's going to take you to the standard website where, you know, customers go. Go to your publix.org. Once you're at publix.org, you should see in your passport account, you know, the 5 options, which is like the little house, the tab that says workplace, health and wellness, financial, and company. Hover over financial. I'm literally doing it with you guys, but like, I'm not gonna insert it. I know I already said it, but like, do it with me, okay? Pause this video, get your computer, and do it with me if you need to. Hover over financial, and then to your far left, under retirement and stock, it should say Public Stockholder Online. Go ahead and click that, and once you click that, it's going to take you into Public Stockholder Online, and it's either gonna ask you to create an account, or if you already have an account, you can log in. When you create an account, you have to provide a whole bunch of information, all your information, and I'm not gonna get into detail about that because everyone's information is obviously different. You have to create an account. Once you create an account, then you can log in. You have to click the little, button that says I certify, whatever, and you can log in. And you can hit the buy stock option and go ahead and start buying stock. It is not super hard to buy stock. I'm a person, like I said, didn't know how to use a computer, didn't know how to buy stock. Your managers are there to help you guys. Remember, your managers are getting paid to help you guys and let you know about these options. I have had managers who don't express any of the benefits or things that we are entitled to as teens or people who go to school or employees in general. They don't tell you. But if you ask, they are technically required, I would say, to help you to their best ability. And they have to help their employees. Like, they're not just paid, because I've had so many managers who just sit in their office and that's not what they're really paid to do. Like, they have to help you. So don't feel bad to ask. Like, yes, I encourage you guys to ask me and I'll try to help you guys to the best of my ability. But at the end of the day, I am not a manager. You know what I'm saying? I know I try to educate myself the best I can in order to come on here and help you guys, but I probably don't know the same knowledge that these managers know. So do not be afraid to ask them and have them help you. I mean, I was able to buy stock because I have this one amazing manager who she's been so helpful to me. She started recently new at the store, and honestly, when she first started at the store, I was in some trouble, and I was just like, she probably thinks I'm a troublesome person because I was going through the situation with the lady who was trying to get me fired. So I was like, her being such a big manager, I don't know what she's heard, and she probably, and she honestly really likes me and helps me all the time, goes out of her way to sit down and go through the steps with me. And because of that, I've been able to inform myself so much and come on here and talk to you guys. So honestly, I'm not gonna say her name or anything, even though I don't think that's bad, and there's so many other people with her same name, but I don't want to say her name because I just don't want to create any problems or cause any drama. But I'm very thankful for her, and not everyone has the opportunity to have a great manager like that, because I would say that for a year and a half I had not the best managers. But it is so important to educate yourself and have knowledge yourself so you can still do these things despite if you have a good manager, bad coworkers, whoever is around you, you still want to do good. So make sure you ask somebody. Like I said, once you log into the account, it's pretty standard. To your far left is where you're going to see the purchase stock, and it lets you put in the number of shares you want to purchase, and it'll calculate the dollar amount, or it lets you put the dollar amount. So let's say you only have, I don't know, $50 or $100 to buy stock with. It will calculate how many shares you can actually buy, or you can say, I want to buy 5 shares, and it'll calculate your dollar amount. Personally, I would recommend that you put the number of shares rather than the amount, because if you put an uneven dollar amount, I don't know if you get half a share, or it just starts getting a little bit more complicated. So I would honestly be if you're on the verge of barely being able to buy a new share, just keep that money and just buy the number of shares that you have complete dollar amounts for. So if your share is, let's say, $2 and you have $9, only buy 4 shares, which means you would only spend $8, and keep that $1 until you're able to make it to $2 and buy another share. Don't be buying half shares, or I don't even know if that's possible, but just don't complicate yourself, okay? I would suggest that you put the number of shares. So let's say you put, 3 shares and it gives you the dollar amount. You have to now obviously pay for this, okay? You have to send in all your information to the headquarters, but you can send in your paper. But if you don't send in a payment, they're gonna rip your paper, okay? So how do you pay? Obviously, since these papers have to go to the headquarters, you're not buying this and giving it to the managers. You have to purchase it using, I believe, a check or a money order. I've always done it through money orders. Everyone who I know who has purchased stock has done it through money orders. Now, how do you purchase a money order? You can do it at your bank, or you can also do it at Publix. At Publix, let's say you do buy a lot of shares, I do want to just give a little, not disclaimer, because I don't think it's a problem or anything, but I guess a little heads up is money orders print for every $500. So if you're buying 10 shares and it's $1,000, you're going to get 2 money orders, which I do not think is a problem. But I know the bank, I think, gives you just 1 money order no matter how much money it is. Publix is going to give it to you in papers of $500. After you buy your money orders, or after you see your total, I should say, after you see that your total is $919 or whatever, you're gonna go to customer service, you're gonna buy your money order, pay the money over there. You can only buy money orders using a debit card and cash. You can't use credit cards. And once you get your physical money order, you have to fill it out. You're gonna fill it out to, Publix headquarters, put your information, put whatever, and then you're gonna put it all in the mail. You're gonna put it in with the paper that you filled out, because you have to, when you click the purchase stock plan option in your purchase stockholder, page, it's gonna give you an option to print a paper. You have to print the paper, fill out the paper, attach your money orders to that paper, put it in an envelope, and then ship it to the headquarters. You can ship it through the postal mail office, which is what I did since I was really late and I wasn't able to send it with the Publix mail. They're gonna charge you if you ship it through the postal office, or you can ship it with the Publix mail, which usually goes out like on Saturdays or something. I've never shipped it with the Publix mail, but you can. I probably will end up doing so, simply because like it costs money to, ship these papers. It costs money to ship anything. It doesn't even matter that it's a money order. It costs money to ship anything. After the headquarters, read your papers, get your money orders, kind of like just process your transaction, they're gonna go ahead and send you an email. If you don't get an email in about like 3 weeks, I would strongly suggest you check up on it, because you wanna make sure you didn't lose that money order. You wanna make sure you didn't lose your papers. You wanna make sure that nothing went wrong with your transaction, because remember, you already paid for it. You're sending them the money order, but that money already came out of your bank. So just keep that in mind. Also, I don't want to set like a standard like, oh, you guys should be buying 3 to 4 to 5, shares. Buy what you can. And if you can't, save your money until you can. One share, $60, is still better than you not buying anything. And Publix stock is projected to go up. So I do encourage people to buy stock. Personally, me, obviously, I haven't been able to buy all the stock that I've wanted to buy, because $60 a share is a lot of money. So sometimes maybe I can only buy 1 share, because I'm not banking like that. But I mean, if you are, then go ahead and buy shares, because stock is something that's great to have. And it doesn't matter if you're purchasing 10, if you're purchasing 1, if you're purchasing 50. As long as you're purchasing, I would say that that's a start. There's been managers who have retired as millionaires. Publix managers have retired as millionaires because of stock. Okay? So it keeps going up. So I would just say to, get your hands on it. I would definitely say during the pandemic was such, an amazing time to get your hands on it, but I didn't. I mean, I barely had stock until the other day, and I don't even have a whole bunch of stock. I have like 1 or 2. So I'm just telling y'all, because maybe you're in a better position and you can buy like 3 or 4, or maybe 5, or maybe 1, and that's okay. I will go ahead and manifest it for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and manifest that you guys are gonna have a lot of money. I'm gonna go ahead and manifest that you'll be able to buy stocks or buy whatever it is that you're looking forward into buying. And with that being said, I'm gonna conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. Also, thank you guys so much for the support. I see that with my Publix videos, you guys love it. So I'm loving it too. And I'm also really, really interested, and I'm working right now very, very hard into starting a work series. I talk about it in another video, but in case you guys haven't seen it or I haven't uploaded it maybe, I will be dropping a series of different work videos, not only related to Publix. I might be sharing other people's experience of them working in other, stores, departments, fast food places, retail stores, just different things, because I want to bring a variety, and I understand that not everybody wants to work at Publix, and I don't want to turn away those subscribers simply because I only talk about Publix. So I'm definitely going to bring in some variety of different places that people work at and what it's like and how to get hired in those places, because my cousin, not interested in applying at Publix. She knows everything, watches all my videos top to bottom. I mean, she's probably my biggest fan, but she does not want to work at Publix because she's like, everyone's going to see me, and she's just not with them. So I want to be able to share people's experience of them working in other places, because I know other people would enjoy and be thankful that I post that type of content, because they want to know what's going on in other places. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for being you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.